Okay, we are on number 7, which is the max and the min. These functions return the maximum or minimum value of a column. So they're fairly straightforward. We have those in Excel, you have them in SQL. For both of these, we have the iterator version, MAXX and MINX. So if you are applying them to the result of an expression, you would use the iterator version of that. So let's go and take a look at our table here. I'll just create a max example. So for instance, if you wanted to know what the biggest total sale transaction you had, you could use the MAXX function. So we would go max, and you can see it gives you the option of MAXX. If you were looking just at the highest value in a column, you could use max. So if we chose max here, it would just be the highest value in a column. But if you wanted to apply it to an expression, you would choose your table and then apply the expression. So if we were saying we wanted to know what the highest total sale value is in our table, we could either type out our expression, where we take the price times the quantity, or we could use our previously created total sales measure. I can just do that for now. And what this will do, it'll go and calculate the total sale, and it'll pull through the highest value. So we push enter there. If we just go to a new page here, our highest sale in our table is 21,000. If we applied that to any of our dimensions, it would give us the maximum for any kind of dimension. So if we went by occupation, what is the highest sale for every occupation? You could see everybody has spent up to our most expensive product. Let's try maybe break it down a bit further. We've got age. Here you can see software developers that are 32 years old have only spent a maximum of 900. So because it's sample data, there's not much of a variation here, but you can see by the age, it's putting the maximum. So because it's an iterating function, you can apply it to multiple levels on your dimensions. So the MINX would be identical to this. It would just pull the minimum transaction. So we can copy that, create a new measure, and we can call this the min example, and it would actually be MINX. All we do is we change that to min x, and that would give us the lowest total sale amount by age. So here you can see the maximum sale, the minimum sale by occupation and age. You could have it by day, you could have it by any of your dimension fields. Another really useful way to use min and max is to get your first and last record. So you could go say min date. We want to know what is the first date that we have had a sale in our company. So that we can just do min, because we're doing it on a column, and we are going to do it on our sales table, and we're going to choose the sales date. So we don't need to use MINX because we're just going through a single column, we're not applying an expression, and we're getting the lowest value. So take that and drop it there. We can maybe make it a KPI card. So that was our very first transaction. And if we wanted to know our most recent transaction, we literally take that, create a new measure, and we can call it max date. Now these min and max dates you'll use a lot in the time calculations where you're working out time periods and that kind of thing, or differences between time ranges and that. So these are used very, very often. Again, here we can just put another card. We can grab, we want our max date. It's that one there. So we have records from the 1st of January 2022 to the 30th of March 23. And if we go and have a look at our data, we go to our sales table, We go to our date. You can see from January the 1st to the 30th of March 2023. So that's pulling through correctly. So that is what min and max is and how it can be used.